So you've just graduated university. Congratulations, it's only taken you 3 years worth of your life, £50,000 worth of debt, and a lack of careers advice that may not see you get a job related to the degree that you worked so hard to obtain. Now the purpose of this video isn't to address whether you should go to university or not. What I am interested in this video is getting to the bottom of why so many graduates fail to land a job after leaving university, or they do land a job, but it's not a graduate level job. It has nothing to do with the degrees they studied. But just in case there is anyone out there wondering, oh AJ, what do you know? I graduated just over a year ago. I've seen the transition from graduate to worker. I left with a degree in AI. I'm working a role within AI. You cannot be talking to someone with a fresher, clearer perspective on this than myself. Because as I say, I've been through the transition and I know what to expect. And straight off the bat, the number one thing that I notice with people who struggle to find work after leaving university is just how little work experience they have. They have close to none. And honestly, it's almost like just shooting yourself in the foot right from the get-go because your work experience is invaluable. Here's a newsflash for you guys. You're not just looking for a job at a graduate level, you're looking for a career. And when you're 10 years into your career, employers aren't going to ask you, what did you study at university? That question only pertains to graduate entry jobs. For senior roles, they're going to care about your experience. They're going to care about what you've done. They want to know about how you tackled things, how you organized your time, how you went about delegating tasks. They're going to care about your experiences. Your degree can only get you so far in a graduate entry level role, not for a career. And you may have to suffer. You're going to have to be brave because the question immediately becomes, well, how do you get experience as someone who doesn't have experience? If I don't have experience, how can I get hired by an employer who's looking for experience? You're going to need to do things like volunteer, get internships, anything just to get yourself some work experience because that is invaluable. It's priceless. If you're going to have to suffer initially working for free, then so be it. That's what I did because I knew after working for free, it would benefit me in the long term, and look at me now. I've managed to get a good job in a role based upon the degree that I studied at university and not have to look for a non-graduate entry-level role that has no correlation to what I studied. So, find internship opportunities, find volunteering opportunities, all within your sector, just so you can put something down on your CV to say to potential employers, this is what I did, this is how I took the theory I learned from my degree, and applied it into a practical case in a work-related scenario. That shows employers that not only have you garnered the knowledge from your degree, you've taken it and you've applied it in the workplace. Immediately, you're a potential winner. And make sure you stay a winner because don't forget, it's not just you going for these roles. There are 2.86 million students in the UK who may be directly or indirectly competing with you for the same roles. Never mind that, there are also international students from all over the world who may be coveting these roles. So you want to make sure you stand out and say, here I am, notice me, I'm the one you should be hiring. Say that message loud and clear, straight to the employers. Just to give you an idea of how brutal the level of competition actually is, I applied to a company for a role that many other graduates were wanting, and I came number 2 in the rankings in a candidate pool of 20,000 students. Number 2 out of 20,000 people. That tells you the levels of how difficult this will be, so please make sure you can find a way to make yourself stand out. Another reason why so many graduates fail to land a role post-graduation is that they only apply to a handful of jobs, a selected handful of jobs. You need to understand, and I touched on this when I mentioned how competitive the job market is for graduates, you're going to need to apply to every single job opening that you see. Let's look at it in terms of investing. You never want to lose everything with one bet. Investors who are experienced in the stock market diversify their portfolios. What does that mean? They spread their bets across different stocks and different companies. The same concept applies here when searching for a job. Applying to as many jobs as possible means you have a better chance of achieving success. I can tell you from experience, I found it really difficult to get my first job. Even with some experience under my belt from working for free and doing internships, it was still difficult. I had more invitations to interviews, I progressed further in the recruiting process, but it was still difficult. Don't put it all on black. Apply to as many jobs as possible to improve your odds and increase your success rates. It only takes one company to say yes. You're going to be rejected and turned down hundreds of times, but just one needs to say yes. So you keep going until you find that one that says yes. Last but not least, another reason why so many graduates fail to land a job is they set unrealistic expectations for what they're looking for. According to gov.uk, those who did graduate from university will earn a lot more than those who didn't go to university and did not obtain a degree. But that doesn't give you an automatic right to be earning an astronomical amount of income as soon as you leave university. Again, I come back to the point of getting the experience. Earn your stripes and the money will come. Don't set unrealistic expectations and price yourself out of getting a job, because if you do that at such an early stage in your career, that will set you up for failure for the long term, and you may not find yourself utilizing what you've learned in your degree. You may find yourself getting a job completely unrelated and may not be fulfilling to you while you have to pay off 50 grand's worth of debt for a degree you hardly use. Never price yourself out of getting the experience. Get the experience and then price yourself at what you're actually worth. Now, if you are a graduate, if you are a student, I hope you have an idea of where you want to go. And I hope you know what it is you have to do to achieve it. I don't want to hear any excuses about how tough it is. I found it tough. I still kept going. I still gave it everything. I dedicated every single ounce of energy in my body to make it happen. You guys are going to have to do the same. You guys are going to have to go all in to make this happen. It's so competitive. This is going to be the toughest moment of your lives. Make it happen. Come out the other side. Become a winner. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. Make sure you also like and subscribe down below. And I look forward to seeing as many of you in the next few videos. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative and useful. And I wish you all the very best of luck in your search. Take care. Peace.